If you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or maybe you have a YouTube channel for your real estate business and it's sucking or failing, or you're about to start and you don't want it to fail, well, I'm gonna tell you the 6 reasons today why I believe most YouTube channels fail. Hey everyone, Steve Thomas here with Video Marketing Coach. All right, so today in this video, I want to talk to you about a few reasons why I believe some YouTube channels just suck, right? And just fail, regardless of whether the actual value that's inside of the content of the channel might be good. I'm gonna tell you why and other reasons why it might be sucking. So the very first reason is bad audio and bad visual. Right? If you're not investing in a microphone and you're recording it, just with your cell phone, it's not going to be sounding very good, first of all. And if you don't capture somebody's attention within the first few seconds with bad audio, they're going to turn off. There's too many other good videos for people to watch and listen. So people don't have the time and the attention span these days, right? So if your audio is off, then, and you don't have a microphone, forget it. Invest in a microphone. Also, be very conscientious and aware of where you are recording, right? If you don't have a microphone set up that blocks out all of the outside noise, then, be aware if you're standing by a road and there's cars going right past. Just be very, very conscientious of how your video is going to look, right? And how your video is going to sound. The second reason I believe most real estate agents' YouTube channels will fail is they don't know who their audience is, right? And what I mean by that is you'll see them doing a tour of a rental property that's $2,500 a month, and then you'll see them doing a home tour of a $2 million house, and then the next tour they'll be doing is of a mobile home. Do you know what I mean, right? So when you don't focus on something, you're not able to direct anybody's attention. And as I've said in all of my videos, and I will continue to say this, that I really believe the riches are in the niches. So if you start creating content with an avatar in mind, an audience, right, who you want to work with, and cut out the noise of everybody else, you will speak to those people. And that's, first of all, gonna give you a better chance of connecting with them than creating content that speaks to everybody, right? So just speak to one audience, get that dialed in, and from there, you'll hopefully have a better advantage and a better start of building rapport with them and then getting the phone call. The third reason that your YouTube channel might fail and you might not get any leads is that you don't have a landing page or anywhere for the viewer to learn a little bit more about you. Like, you need to be looking at your YouTube channel as a marketing strategy, right? And in marketing, we're going to consider this as a funnel, right? And at the very, very top of your funnel is your YouTube channel, right? This is all of the content that you're creating, hopefully providing content around answers to what people are searching for, right? So they're getting to learn about you. They're starting to know that you're the expert in the local area. And then from there, right, we're telling them, contact me, right? If you're not telling them to contact you, right, which is really point number 4 as well, then you're not doing yourself a good job. So strong calls to action. You need to be giving strong calls to action in your video to make sure that they visit your website or a landing page at the very least. Now, if you have a website, make sure it's a half-looking decent one. You don't need to be investing tens and tens of thousands of dollars in your website, but I highly recommend that you invest in your website and you make it look as good as possible, because there's so many reasons why you should do that. First and foremost, people can learn about you. Secondly, you want a place where you can repurpose all of your content. So when you've created these videos, what you should then be doing is then putting them on your website. And then when you put them on your website, you should now write a blog about that video. And I can tell you from the thomasgrouplv.com, our website now has multiple pages that are being shown on the first page of Google just through us doing the strategy that I am telling you to do. And you know what then happens? I'm now generating more leads, but from a whole different source. This isn't from YouTube, but it's generating leads because of the content that I've created from YouTube. We're just repurposing it. So invest in your website, invest in a landing page, make sure you're giving people multiple ways to reach out to you. Some people don't just like phone calls. Some people like texting. Some people don't like phone calls or texting. They want to see you on camera. They like video calls. Some people don't like any of that and they like emails. So make sure when you're giving people options to reach out to you, you're giving people lots and lots of options so that you don't leave anybody out. You don't want to leave anybody behind because the only option you have makes them feel uncomfortable, right? That's not the purpose of any of this. Point number 5, in which your channel will absolutely, definitely fail and you will not receive any leads or any business from it, is if you are not consistent, right? You have to be consistent in everything you do, right? And in prospecting expireds, right? If you do that right now currently and it's working well for you, I'm pretty sure that you're doing that consistently, right? And you're following up with people. It's exactly the same with your content creation, but it works in a different way, right? You know, the algorithms learn how often you're posting and they get to find the audience that your video reaches them. But more importantly, people want to see you on a regular basis because this is actually what is nurturing your future clients. Your content and the video that you are creating today is nurturing your current clients right now and your future clients, because a lot of these videos that you will create are evergreen, which means that they're going to be seen and going to be watched for, you know, as long as the internet is around and people are searching for the types of videos that you're creating, right? So if you're consistent in what you're doing, and I recommend posting at least once a week. If you can post 2 or 3 times a week, that is great. But I know some of you might be watching this for the very first time. It's overwhelming just to do the very first video, right? Let alone thinking about doing it 2 times and 3 times a week, which is a massive commitment, but you can get there. But first, you just need to start small. Start small, make it manageable, commit to it, start being consistent, and then watch what happens from there. And the very last point that I would tell you is why I believe your YouTube channel might not be working or why people aren't reaching out to you is because you're trying to be somebody else. You are not being authentic to who you are, and it can be quite hard to do sometimes, but I highly recommend being who you are. If you're someone that naturally stutters and is slow or is awkward or is whatever, don't worry about any of that, right? Just really be yourself. And one of the beauties about video and not creating it live is the times when you are awkward, or the times when you scratch your nose or do something that, you know, you don't want people to see. Don't worry about it. You'll cut it out, right? You'll edit it out. People won't see that. But be yourself, because that's ultimately who people are going to meet, right? And it's so refreshing when I meet people and they're like, Steve, you're just like the type of person you are on the video. I'm like, well, yeah, because this is how I am. It's what you see is what you get. And you're presenting yourself in your best light, which is how you naturally are, and you're not trying to be other people. People can see that, right? People can also see when you're being fake and when you're trying to be somebody you're not, right? It's very, very evident. So be yourself, be authentic. Don't worry about the haters or any of the background noise. Just make sure that you focus on bringing as much value as you possibly can to the people that are watching your videos. You'll see what happens and the magic from that. So I hope I brought you some great actionable advice. If you do need some help with creating a YouTube channel, with your editing, with your blogs, with website, all of that sort of stuff, we can help you. Learn more about our services at videomarketingcoach.com. And of course, if you want to schedule a free consultation with me, you can do so there. And I would love to learn a little bit more about your business and how we can help. But if you haven't yet done so, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Give the video a thumbs up if you have liked it, and I will see you in the next video. But for now, thanks for watching. See you again.